Good afternoon, traders. Another Tuesday, another trading day. Today is December 12th, and we're going to take a look at our account, put on another trade, and we're going to talk about what's going on, what I did over the last few days, and what's ahead of us. So to start that, as usual, we'll take a look at this line here. I put it in beforehand. So VIX is at 1207, our delta and theta 44.42, buying power 1901. And net leak is 52,868. So it's a nice move from the last week. I adjusted this slightly, moved it from 0.2 to 0.3 because I've been employing 60% of net lick, and at around 5% per year that the bill is currently paying out, that accounts to around 3%. So I just moved it slightly, which then in turn lowers our target premium by a little bit. Everything else is in line here. We're at 29% cost, PDS cost versus premium received over the last 4 weeks, and this is in line with what we're trying to do. We're doing around 30% for the first few weeks, couple of months, until we build up some residual put debit spreads, and then we're going to go down to 20%, which now we're going to start and see if we can slowly go down to 20% over the next few weeks. That's on that. Let's take a look at the open positions here on naked puts. So as you can see, we closed one on the 6th, and then we put some MES trades 2 times a week. So this is basically 1 week worth of trades. And then this is another week. And then this is the third one. So we have 3 weeks worth of trades. And today we're going to put the 4th one. We expect most of the time to run on 4 trades or 4 weeks worth of trades. This should on average last around 4 weeks. Obviously, sometimes it's going to be a little bit longer if the market is turning against us or the VIX is going up, and sometimes it'll be shorter if the market is ripping higher and the VIX is going down. And then we have put debit spreads. We're slowly building this residual PDS campaign. So as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going on. I still have one more trade left from the previous campaign of 1, 2 ones, and as you can see here, that's the one right here. I closed actually 2 of them yesterday. They were, over 80% profit. And with this campaign, I was targeting 80% plus, but this is now changed. The unified options trading strategy calls for 60% profit target. And we still have 1 trade here. So once we close this, we will be completely running on the new strategy. So let's go back to here and take a look at this. So we're looking at 828 roughly in premium. So why don't we go to the ES trade page, go to around 90 days, which is right here, and then go to around 8 delta and see where we are. Now our target is 8 delta, up or down 1, so 9 or 7. We want to stay in that range. And I want to talk about this a little bit more, because if you would like to have a lower notional exposure, you could go higher. And I'm exploring myself some options to maybe potentially move a little bit higher, not too much, just a little bit higher, to be able to accomplish my target weekly premium with a little bit less open trades. That will give me lower notional exposure. So I will look into that. It's not a huge difference, but if the notional exposure is of concern, there are a few things you can do. One of them is obviously lowering the target yearly premium. The other one is increasing a delta a little bit. You could cut the profit target, but we already cut that to 60%. We don't want to be going under that. So we have some options, but right now I like my anywhere between 7 and 9. I don't want to go below 7 delta, but let's see at 8, I'm sorry, what do we get? So this one here is giving us 875. This one is giving us 812. Now this one is just slightly under, but there's a lot more open interest, so it's probably going to be a better fill. But let's just see if we can get this one at full price, and if not, we'll just move down a little bit. So let's just go ahead and do that. No, it's not going. So let me just see this one here. Let me see if we're going to replace. So if we go, yeah, we could get 1725, which is 862, and let's clear, and let's cancel this. We're in no rush. We only have 1 trade to put on, so there is no reason to rush too much to get it filled. But let's go and take a look again at here 862, and here we would be at 812, but we would probably have to go even further down to get it close, and that would be 800. So no, we're gonna go here and just go for, let's see, let's try again. We're gonna try and massage this one, but okay, we didn't have to. So 1725, that's just about perfect for what we need. And now we need to go to MES, same expiration, go to 35 delta or thereabout, and then let's start with 75 wide. This is just about right. If we were doing the normal thing, we would just go ahead and do 2 of these. That would give us roughly 20%. Since we're shooting for 30% at the moment, we will go 3 of them, and we'll spend a little bit more. Let's see if we can get this like this. And if not, let's see. By the way, these are all the closing orders at 60% for all of the naked puts that we have going on. So let's go here. So the mid price is 1725. We're at 1725. So if we pay a little bit over here, we would probably get this closed. But yeah, we might as well do that because we were running a little bit under 30% anyways. So we could, let's go ahead and try. All right, 1750. That's good. I think from next week, we're going to start to go down a little bit on the PDSs, go towards the 20% over the next couple of weeks. But let's go ahead and record this, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about our new spreadsheet. But before we go there, if you find this video useful, please like it, subscribe it if you didn't subscribe yet. That really helps, and I would appreciate it. But let's go back to this one and go to naked puts. We're going to call this one 36. This is going to be ES again. Today is 12/12/23. Oops, wrong. And strike on this one was 41.25. It was 93 DTE. And we received, if I'm not mistaken, 1725, just the same as the last time. And we're doing 1 trade, which looks like it's missing the formula here in this one. Okay, here we go. So here it's as I was mentioning earlier, notional value. So right now, the notional value is around 800,000. And that's right about expected with the campaign that we're running. Most of the time it should be in this, around this, with 4 trades going on with this size account. But this is a pretty large notional exposure, so you could lower it down by employing a couple of those things and increasing the delta a little bit. But maybe I'll have to do a separate video just to explain how the delta influences the notional value, just to break it down a little bit in case there's any questions, or because sometimes it's confusing, you know, people think like, oh, going higher in delta, aren't you taking more risk, and how come the notional value goes down? But I'll maybe explain all of that in the separate video. Let's go to put debit spreads, and let's call them 36. MES, and today is 12/12/23. The strikes 4575, 4575, 93, and we paid minus 1750, and we did 3 again. There you go. So here is our total protection provided by the full value of the put debit spreads. Then we discount that on the main page by 20% to be a little bit more realistic. Let's take a look at here now. Okay, so we are right at 30% here. So that's it. We're gonna start going down slowly from here. This is our premium sold in the last 4 weeks. This is our premium currently open. This is a full book wipe at 250%. So that's on that. Now, let me go to this. Just want to briefly show you our new version of the spreadsheet. This is version 1.1. It's available for download in our Discord. The link is in the description below. This was done with the help of one of our members, JB. He's a member in the Discord, and he actually came up with this fantastic formula that solves the problem that many other trading sheets have, and that I was up until now, I was solving with my indexing here, but that indexing involved a little bit of manual work every time you add deposits here. But now by adding, and I'll show you here, by adding a hidden formula here, we get to do that automatically and still have the precise number. You basically just add, if you add say $5,000 to this account, you just put it in here and the sheet will calculate exactly what your performance is and discount it properly for the deposits given, and then change everything going forward to the new values. I think that's all I have for today. Just make sure you visit our Discord and ask any questions there. We have channels in there to talk about this strategy. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic rest of the day.